Welcome back, Magic Tribe. This is going to be our new Moonthly get together. I am going to break down each zodiac sign in 12 different videos for your viewing pleasure. They're kind of going to be like a pick a pile reading, only this time you're going to be choosing your sun, moon, or your rising sign, depending on which sign it is that you have chosen to start with. I am going to use a assortment of cards for this. We are going to use the Nature's Whisper Oracle by Angela Hartfield. The Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. The Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. The Soul Truth cards by Brianne Hovey. And the Money and Abundance deck, or the Money and the Law of Attraction cards from Esther and Jerry Hicks. Also, if you did not see the giveaway announcement video on February 14th, I will be doing a giveaway, only this time for our anniversary. I am not going to be giving away a free reading like I normally do. Instead, I'm going to be giving my well-loved and practically brand new Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen. So make sure you find that video and follow the instructions to the very best of your ability. And if you're not able to follow every instruction, make sure you hit me up and let me know the reason why. Alright? Now, how about we get into our brand new Moonthly videos? And if you're seeing this on Patreon, well, congratulations for having access sooner than everyone else. For Patreon, this is a beginning of the month release. So those of you seeing this on video, or on YouTube on video, you'll be seeing this at the middle of the month after Patreon has already had access to it for the first part of the month. So that's just one other way I'm saying thank you to those of you who have gone over to Patreon and given me a $3 a month subscription. You mean more than you know, and you bless me beyond measure with your love. And also, we're having a ton of fun over there chatting about all kinds of crazy stuff. So, feel free to join us. In the meantime, how about we move on to your reading? Welcome, Magic Tribe, and welcome, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to your very first monthly video. So, I'm calling these that for the simple fact that I'm going to be splitting this up into your sun, moon, and rising signs. So, it doesn't matter if you're just an Aries sun. This video can also apply if you have an Aries moon or an Aries rising as well. And so it's going to be really fun to see everybody dive deeper into their charts this month and each month following. If you're seeing this on Patreon, then you're seeing it at the beginning of the month. And if you're seeing it on YouTube, you're seeing it a little bit later, about mid-month. But that's what makes it easier for me. And, well, I want to give the Patreon patrons a little bit of a head start, since they are helping to support the channel. So they get a 2-week head start to see what the month is going to be like. I'm wishing all of you the very best month Your channeled message for this month was kind of just to stay the course, is kind of what I'm getting for you guys. And we're going to be pulling a card out of the Moonology deck and also out of the Nature's Whisper Oracle, just to start off this reading as a collective, and then we will branch off and split it into 3 parts, and I will pull a card each out of the other 3 decks, which are the Soul Truth, the Esther and Jerry Love or Money in Abundance deck, and then the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. And I will timestamp this later on. So, Aries, welcome to your monthly. Let's get your Moonology card. Oh, that's it right there. And you guys get the disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. So let's see what this one has to say. The disseminating moon is about the intensity, or is the intensity of the full moon has abated. And then what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experience rather than blindly forging ahead, Aries. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. So try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time, Aries. So be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. A good way to attune to this moon says to say, I am where I am, and it's okay. Additional meanings for this card say you should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else, and avoid falling into a slump right now. The teaching of the card says the disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. So no matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. And this is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is the time to breathe out. So give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. I think that's good advice. Let's see what the Nature's Whisper cards have to add to that advice for you, Aries. There it is. And you get, 31. Be spontaneous. Ooh, I love this card. It's so bright and colorful and flashy. Just like you guys love to be. So, how about we read what this one has to say to you? And it's funny that I opened up to the 13, so we have a little bit of a mirror numbers going on. Be spontaneous says, when you are busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, it's easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy, Aries. And this is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun. Rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. And engage with your life again. Maybe even take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it, and see where life takes you this month, Aries. Highly recommended practice. Alright, so how about we branch off into each section. I'm going to pull your cards really quick, and then we will get started. We're going to start with Aries Sun and then end with Aries Rising. Here's 1, 2, and 3. And one more. Oop, that was quick. Those ones just screamed right out. Alright. So, let's start with Aries Sun. We're going to start with your Soul Truth card. And your Soul Truth question is, what else could this mean? There's always multiple ways to look at every situation, Aries Suns. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. So look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Your soul action for February says, is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? That's good. And you get the 9 card from Esther and Jerry that says, I can see my world through the eyes of Source. Ooh, that very much goes with the first card too. So, by choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you'll gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective, Aries Sun. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with, and therefore in the process of attracting, only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. Right? I like that. And your card is the butterfly. I surrender to a power greater than me. Indeed. That is a fantastic message for you. How about we get the message for Aries Moon now? Ooh, your question is, where can I create more space? I like that. So, instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, Aries Moon. In your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be this month. Your soul action says to do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space, and clarity will come, Aries Moon. That is an epic message. Your card from Esther and Jerry is the 13. What do I want? And why do I want it? Which is an excellent question. So when you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into the telling of your new story and into a much improved point of attraction. So you get the essence of what you think about, whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. So therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now. You are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now as well. Ooh, that's pretty deep. But energy flows where my intention goes. So there you go. There's your reminder from the universe, Aries Moon. Now, let's see what Aries Rising's message is. The question from your soul is, am I communicating my needs, Aries rising? Because your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated already? And what are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true also? So, your soul action for February, Aries rising, says, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? And when communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs too as well? But ultimately, are you communicating your needs? Is the biggest question, Aries rising. Your card from Esther and Jerry is the number 6, and it says, I am the creator of my own life experience. So this is your reminder. You are the creator of your own life experience, and as the creator of your experience, it is important to understand that it is not by virtue of your action, not by virtue of your doing. It is not even by virtue of what you are saying that you are creating. You are creating by virtue of the thought that you are offering. You cannot speak or offer action without thought vibration occurring at the same time. However, you are often offering a thought vibration without offering words or action. Children or babies learn to mimic the vibration of the adults who surround them long before they learn to mimic their words. There's a little fact finder for you too. But ultimately, I honor how I want to feel is going to be your biggest mantra for this upcoming month, Aries risings. So there you have it. For the general collective of Aries, I am wishing you the very, very, very best month. And don't forget to get in on the giveaway. I'll see all of you next month for your March Moonthly. Be well, be good, and be good to each other. It's working. I'll see all of you soon.